So I just love talking about tattoos because, man, I'm going to get a lot of negative comments on this. First of all, let me say this. I know and love people who have tattoos. Some of them, they're covered in them. And, I don't put judgment on anyone. But God does say don't do it in Leviticus 19. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for it. Now, it doesn't matter what his reasons are. The fact is, if God says don't do it, then just don't do it. But it is very addictive, primarily because of the chemical, what it does to your body, your mentality, the serotonin and all that, the idea that you're getting pain and you're subjecting yourself to this. Listen, I have a lot of friends that are tattooed and they'd love to get rid of them. They'd love to get rid of them, especially on the day they're getting married and their beautiful wedding gown shows all this on their body. I would say this, as a Christian, if you're a Christian, if you've done it, tell God you're sorry if it offends him. I guess it offends him if he tells you not to do it. Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Treat your body as the temple of the Holy Spirit. Ask God his permission. Lord, how do you want your temple decorated? I can tell you what, he doesn't want women dressed like hoochie coochies. God cares about how we dress. God cares about how we carry ourselves. You know why? Because we represent the King. We represent the King and his kingdom. We are ambassadors of Christ. Before we go do something to this physical body, we need to go to God. Lord, what would you have me do? Basic question. It's your house. The Holy Spirit lives inside of me. I represent the King. I represent royalty. I think that's a problem. We don't see ourselves as royalty, and we try to create a new identity for ourselves. We identify as our sin, like, I'm a homosexual. I'm a transgender. Very seldom do you hear somebody say, I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. I'm a greedy person. People don't identify with those sins, but they do identify with something. And if we're not identifying with the King and his kingdom, then we're going to do things to create a new identity. And I think that's something that tattoos do. I do. That's a personal opinion, and you don't have to like it. But I do think every one of us has to evaluate, why do I do what I do? And as a Christian, if you've had tattoos, which I know many, and would love to get rid of them, then just go to God and just say, Lord, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't know any better. I really didn't. I just didn't know. I didn't know you didn't like them. I didn't know that you cared. But God does care. He cares about every detail of our lives. He knows how many strands of hair we have. Every single one of us. I don't know how he does that. I honestly don't know how God does it, but he knows everything about your body. He knows how many cells are in your body. He cares about you, your body, your soul, and your spirit. So whatever we think we want to do, you just don't do it because everybody else is doing it. If everybody else is doing it, it's probably wrong. Take that one to the bank. Okay?